What's good, YouTube? LTTV Combat Sports. And for those that are new, I do content on boxing and MMA and everything in between. If you rock with combat sports content, feel free to hit that sub button and vibe with the channel. So I've come across recent news in the sport of boxing. Vergil Ortiz was successful in his bout against Erickson Lubin. He won by stoppage within the second round. And the face-off between Jaron Ennis and Vergil occurred after the fight with Lubin had took place. Many suspect that the bout that's been anticipated for a few years between Boots and Vergil will occur. But come to find out, that fight is not going to be happening next. Now, the roadblock with that whole situation occurred when Vergil's promoter, Golden Boy's very own Oscar De La Hoya, says that Vergil is the A side, and among other things. Now, that right there is a blatant duck. There's just no way around it. You can sit here and say, oh, it's not a duck. Oh, they want to build the fight up. Look, if it looked like a duck, act like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck at the end of the day. Point blank, period. There's no way around that. Vergil Ortiz, De La Hoya, Team Vergil Ortiz have flat out ducked Jaron Ennis. And even Jaron's father, Bozy Ennis, alludes to the same thing, saying that Team Ortiz don't really want the fight right now. And I have to agree with that. Because if they wanted to fight next, which it would make sense, but I look at it as a lack of confidence. Because if Vergil is confident in his abilities, and he is primarily a knockout artist, out of his 24 fights, only 2 of them had went to the scorecards. Everything else has been TKO or knockouts. So Vergil is a spectacular fighter. I can't take that away from him. But when it comes to this Boots Ennis situation that's been building up for years, him and his team have been going about it in a cowardly way. And I just can't rock with that. In all honesty, this fight has been building up for years now. Like, one has to wonder, how more building up does this fight need? In my personal opinion, it doesn't need any more build up at all, because the fight builds itself. You have 2 spectacular fighters with their respective pedigrees and their spectacular skill set. The fight is going to sell regardless. So I guess Ortiz and Golden Boy trying to build it up more than what it is on some Mayweather Pacquiao shit. It's kind of old and it's played out, but it also shows that they don't want the fight. Now, will they ever want the fight? Personally, I don't think they will ever want the fight. I think it's more so them trying to avoid the inevitable. Because if you put a Jaron Ennis with his style, very skilled, technical, orthodox southpaw switch, power in both hands, very aware on defense, has good awareness in the ring. You put a guy like that against a Vergil Ortiz, 9 times out of 10, Boots is going to win that fight. Team Ortiz can train however they want to train for as long as they want. Boots wins that fight regardless. So even if the fight does happen, let's say another 2 years down the road, maybe 3, I think Team Ortiz want to milk it for a little bit longer But at the end of the day, Boots is the better fighter out the two. And if and when that fight takes place, I see Boots winning the fight. Now, will it go to the scorecards? Who knows? But if that fight ever materializes, I'm going with Boots Ennis all day, every day. That's just me. But I want to get you guys' thoughts on the news. How you feel about Vergil and his team backtracking from the whole face-off and now saying that they want to go the Earl Spence route, who hasn't fought in 2 years going on 3. And do you support Team Ortiz in their ducking of Jaron Ennis? And my last question: do you feel that the fight should be built up a little bit more before Team Ortiz finally get the courage to want to make the fight happen? Because all of this depends on them. Team Ennis, they want the fight. They wanted it for years. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And that's going to be a wrap for this video. Until next time, stay sharp, stay fighting. I'm LTTV Combat Sports. I'm out of here. Peace.